Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ryan. We're sorry for making the video so long. I know it went past 20 minutes, and this one's probably going to be around 15, 20 minutes as well. But it's the first week, and we have a lot to talk about, so that's the reason why it's split up to two parts. Don't expect two parts for the next coming weeks, unless there's absolutely something we have to talk about for a long time. We did not expect this to happen, and we do not expect this to happen for the future. So enjoy part two. Bye. Next game is Carolina at Arizona. What do you got in this game?
Okay, I got Arizona. Kevin Cobb. I think he's corn on the cob.
There you go. That works.
But I think he's a pretty good quarterback. I mean, he proved it last year in Philadelphia, but he got hurt and Mike Vick took the job. But I think he's an average quarterback. He can get the job done. You got Larry Fitzgerald. I mean, come on. What else can you ask for?
Yeah.
But I just think, I think he can get the ball to Larry anytime. And pretty much, then you got Beanie Wells. I think it's a make it or break year for him, really.
Yep.
We'll have to see what he does. But on the other side, Carolina, Cam Newton, he's going to start. Will he have a good year? Who knows? I think he's just the next Jamarcus Russell. So that's my opinion. But we'll have to see where they go. But D'Angelo Williams, he's a beast on the ball, so he's going to get his job done. But Cam Newton has to spread the ball around to Steve Smith, and tell you the truth, I don't know there are any other receivers.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What do you think?
The other receiver is Brandon LaFell, I think. He's not really that good. But I pretty much agree with everything you said. Arizona's going to win this game. Kevin Kolb's going to get the job done with Larry Fitzgerald. You're right. It's a make or break here with Beanie Wells. I mean, they drafted Ryan Williams to take over that job, I think, and he got hurt. So now Beanie is going to have to be the guy there. And if he's not the guy there, Arizona's not going to do anything this year. Like I said, I agree with everything you basically said. I don't like Cam Newton. I didn't like him in college. I didn't like him coming out. I didn't like him getting drafted first round, first pick. Carolina's going to have a bad year this year. That's pretty much all I have to say. Arizona's going to win this game. I just don't know how good Arizona's going to be in the year. It's all going to depend on Beanie Wells and how well Kevin Kolb can spread the ball around in that offense. That's pretty much all I have to say about that. All right, next up we got Minnesota at San Diego. What do you got in this game?
All right, I got San Diego. I think to me it's the year San Diego has, I think it's their year for the Super Bowl. They need to prove to everybody that they're there to win. They need to start out the year strong. I mean, pretty much every year they start out, slow and usually pick themselves up, but they need to start out this year fast-paced and scoring touchdowns. Excuse me, scoring touchdowns and just win games. Their division is, it's kind of shaky because you don't know about Oakland or Kansas City, so who knows? But McNabb with Minnesota, I just think this is his year to prove something. He signed a 1-year deal. We need to know what's going to go on. He's trying to redirect his career into something, maybe a playoff run, who knows? But I think this is the year San Diego needs to break out and go for a Super Bowl like everyone else is thinking. What do you think?
Yeah, I got the Chargers winning this game too. I think Phillip Rivers is just going to have an amazing year this year, and he's going to find Vincent Jackson. He's going to find Malcolm Floyd, and he's going to find Antonio Gates in this game against the Minnesota Vikings. And I just think that offensive firepower is going to be too much for Minnesota to handle. And on the defense side of the ball, I don't think the Chargers really have a great defense. I mean, they have a decent defense. They can shut down teams pretty well sometimes, but I mean, it's just inconsistent, and I don't think that they're going to do a very good job of stopping Adrian Peterson. So the Vikings do have a shot to win this game, I think. In fact, they have a really good shot to win this game, but that is if McNabb can find his receivers. He needs to find Percy Harvin. He needs to find Bernard Berrian. He needs to find Shanko. He needs to feed Adrian Peterson the ball, and I think that's the way that the Vikings have a chance to win this game. So about Adrian Peterson, he's in a contract year, and Chris Johnson just getting his deal. You're going to think Adrian Peterson's going to want some of that money, maybe not all of it, maybe a little bit more, who knows? But yeah, like I said, I got the Chargers winning this game. It's going to be a good game, fun game to watch, so look forward to it. And I think Phillip Rivers, like I said, he's a really good quarterback. I think he's going to be in the MVP talks this year if the Chargers have a good year. Even if they don't have a good year, I think he's going to be right up there in the talks with Tom Brady. So, yeah, all right, that's it for this game. All right, next up, we got Seattle going against San Francisco in San Francisco. Who do you got here?
I got San Francisco. Seattle, they're just a big joke. Tavares Jackson, he's not going to do nothing with them. I think they're one of those teams again, like Buffalo. They're in the rebuilding process. Tavares Jackson, he's just not the quarterback.
Not at all.
They just need to find another quarterback, draft one or something, but he ain't going to cut it. He never will, so sorry, Seattle fans. But San Francisco, basically, they're almost there too. Sean Hill, okay. No, is that Sean Hill? Yeah.
Alex Smith,
okay, my bad. Alex Smith, this is pretty much break year for him too, if he does anything.
Yeah, this is his last year if he doesn't prove that he's the quarterback.
49ers, they start out pretty good. Maybe last year they did, but they're just not a good enough team. They don't have the weapons they need. Michael Crabtree, he's just a bum. He don't want to play.
I think he's hurt too right now.
Well, I don't know, but like Ryan said earlier, Cindy Rice, he's a new part of Seattle now, and I think Minnesota is going to really miss him. McNabb could have used him, but he's in Seattle, and Tavares Jackson's just going to throw over his head the whole year.
Probably.
So that's what I think what's going to happen. So what do you think?
I'm going to keep this short and sweet. This game sucks. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to watch highlights of it. It's going to be a boring game. I think San Francisco's going to win just because I don't like Seattle one bit. I don't think they're going to have any chance of winning anything this year besides maybe like 3 to 4 games, if that. I don't even like San Francisco this year. I think that Alex Smith is not going to live up to what he was supposed to live up to. He's been given chance after chance after chance, and he's just been failing nonstop. They drafted Colin Kaepernick. I don't know about him really. I didn't really follow a lot of college football last year. I followed what I needed to follow, and I don't know about him, but apparently he's not really that good, and he's like a project player, so I don't know what's going to go on there. I think they're going to win because of Frank Gore. Frank Gore is a beast. I don't know why my friend Steven doesn't like him. He says he's inconsistent, but I don't really see that. He gets hurt a lot, but when he's in there, he is amazing, and he is going to destroy the Seattle Seahawks week 1 because he's just got his big deal, and he's going to show that he's not just playing for his money. He's going to show that he's a beast, just like every time he's in the backfield playing. Week 1, San Francisco's going to win this game. Seattle's going to get destroyed. That's it. Okay, next up we have New York Giants at Washington. What do you got there?
I got Mr. Eli Manning and the Giants. I'm not buying the Rex Grossman hype with Washington. He's not going to, like they said, he had a good preseason. I don't care. He's not going to do nothing in the regular season. He's horrible. He just needs to go back to Chicago as house, sexy Rexy. But, and then if the Giants want to get far this year, Eli needs to calm down on the picks. You can't win games with picks. I don't care if he has a Super Bowl ring or not. You can't throw picks in a game and expect to win a game. But then already in preseason, they've had a lot of injuries on both sides of the ball. So, we'll have to see what happens. And they lost Steve Smith to the Eagles. I forgot all about that. So that's usually their third down go-to guy, but they ain't going to have him. So Hakeem Nicks and Mario Manningham is going to have to step up and, get some more touches. But I still don't think Washington's going to be much of a fight this year or the next couple years maybe. But what do you think about it?
Yeah, I got the Giants winning. And about Eli throwing those picks, I think he's going to have a redeeming year. I don't think he's going to throw quite as many picks. He's still going to be Eli Manning. He's going to throw those interceptions. But I think with his weapons that he has, Mario Manningham and Hakeem Nicks, it's too explosive of an offense to continue to do what he's doing. Especially if Ahmad Bradshaw and Brandon Jacobs can come out of the backfield and help him a lot in the passing game. I think he's going to have a pretty good year. I'm not really sold on the Giants doing anything in that division. I think Dallas and Philadelphia are going to be the teams in that division. But and who knows? It's just week 1. Giants could be the best team in that division. Who knows? Eli can go back to being how he used to be. But as to why I think they're going to win the game, like I said, they have far too many weapons on offense. They got Bradshaw in the backfield. They got Hakeem Nicks. They got Mario Manningham. Manning's going to find them deep. And there's no doubt about that. I don't really like Washington. Like I said before, like you said too, Rex Grossman is not going to do anything. I don't care what people say. He's always going to be shit. Sorry for saying that, but he is. I don't like him. They're going to get beat. That's all I have to say. All right, next up we got Chase's Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Jets. Who do you got in this one?
Well, I'm gonna take the Cowboys. I'm gonna take the Cowboys either way, but if they want to win, Romo has, he can't throw any picks. Dallas does not need to have any turnovers. Especially against Rex Ryan's defense, you cannot do that. So if they expect to win this game, they need no interceptions, really. But, the secondary for Dallas, it's really shaky. I don't believe that Rex Ryan's brother, Rob Ryan, our defensive coordinator, that he can make that secondary better than what it is. I just don't see it. I think Mark Sanchez is going to pass all over him, really, unless DeMarcus Ware and Jay Ratliff get to Mark. I don't see it happening. Then Dallas has a revamped O-line. Offensive line last year got Romo hurt and put out for the rest of the year. So if they want to win and continue winning this season, they need a block for Romo. You can't let him get hurt. He's your franchise quarterback. Block for him, pretty much the whole O-line's rookies. So at least we're getting younger on that side of the ball, but Romo can't afford to get hurt. Can Jets finally make it past the AFC Championship? That's the question, really. 2 years in a row, they need to get to the Super Bowl. They have to prove the haters wrong, like I am. But Rex Ryan, he speaks up and says that it's Super Bowl every year. The Jets need to back up him finally once and win a Super Bowl. So we'll have to see. But what do you think about this game?
All right, before I give my pick, I just want to know one thing. What was the reasoning for the Cowboys releasing or cutting Andre Gerard? What happened there? Do you know?
Basically, from what I heard, he held out or something, and I don't know. Never really heard an actual answer, but it was like a business decision, and basically Dallas wants to get younger on that side of the ball.
All right. Well, here's who I'm taking, and it's not because it's your team or anything, but I think the Cowboys are going to win this game, and this is why. I think that their offense has the potential to be very, very, very explosive this year. Maybe even on the level of the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm being serious. I think Felix Jones has a chance to break out this season and be very, very good. I think that I've been hearing this hype. Dez Bryant. He's so amazing. I don't think he's going to be like as they think he's going to be, the people that are hyping him up, but I think he's going to be really, really, really good in that offense. I think with Miles Austin on the other side of him, who are you going to double cover there? They're both speedy guys. They're both really good. Apparently, Dez Bryant's really good. So, what are you going to do there? You got Jason Witten. You got Felix Jones, like I said, Tony Romo. Maybe if he cuts down on those picks, maybe the Cowboys can win that division. Maybe people will stop talking about the Philadelphia Eagles, start talking about the Cowboys. I don't know.
I'd rather not no one talk about the Cowboys. We'll be a sleeper.
And then, like you said, you got DeMarcus Ware there. I don't really see the Jets moving the ball on the Cowboys that well. If they do, it's going to be Sean Green running the ball. I don't like Mark Sanchez. I've never liked him. I think his defense bails him out too much, and he gets a little bit more credit than he should. I don't think that they're going to win anything with Mark Sanchez. I don't think he can ever get past the hump of being average. I think he's average. I don't like him. So I think that's why the Cowboys are going to win. I think they're going to pass the ball a lot, move around the ball to Austin and Witten, and I think Felix Jones. I know a lot of teams don't run on Jets, but I think Felix Jones can get some pretty big yardage. He's very, very explosive. I think he's going to break out this year. Mm-hmm. All right, next up we have the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. Who do you got in this one, Chase?
Okay, I'm making this sweet and short. Taking New England, taking them to go all the way, basically. They're in the Super Bowl for me. They have the weapons right now. Ocho. They have Fat Albert. I think they're building up and they're ready for a Super Bowl. Brady, Sharp, and I just think, Miami, they're in the rebuilding process too. They need a quarterback. Chad Henne's not going to cut it. He's not going to be able to get the ball to Brandon Marshall whenever he wants. Reggie Bush, don't even let me start with him. He's a fail. Reggie Bush is nothing. But point blank, Patriots going to Super Bowl. That's my Super Bowl pick. But what do you think?
Yeah, I'm with you on this one. I got New England. I'm going to keep it short and sweet like you. Yeah, Tom Brady's he's gonna have a really big game. He's gonna hit Ocho, he's gonna hit Wes Welker, he's gonna hit Gronkowski, Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, and Danny Woodhead out of the backfield, or should I say Danny Woodcock out of the backfield?
That's it.
There you go. Yeah, Tom Brady's gonna be Tom Brady. He's gonna be the MVP this year. If, like I said, I think Phillip Rivers might be the MVP, but It all depends on how they go about their season. But Tom Brady's going to be in the Super Bowl, like you said. I agree with you 100%. Dolphins aren't going anywhere this year. We don't really need to talk about the game. They got Reggie Bush, they got Chad Henne, they got Brandon Marshall. I mean, if those are the three big weapons, then they're not going to go anywhere this year. I'm sorry. On the defensive side of the ball, they're weak. New England's pretty good at the defensive side of the ball. They got Devin McCourty. They got Gerard Mayo. I mean, they always have a good defense every year. They just got rid of Brandon Merriweather. I don't know why they did that, but hopefully they have someone to plug into that spot. But that's pretty much it. New England wins big. All right, and for the last game of our pick'em, we got Oakland taking on Denver. Who we got?
Okay, I don't know why this game's on Monday Night Football. It's horrible, but I'm going with Oakland, I guess. Jason Campbell, he's gonna have an okay year. I mean, I'm not promising anything, but Denver, just give Denver what they want. Get the fans, give them Tebow. I mean, trade Kyle Orton. He's horrible. I don't care. Tebow needs to start. I think it's time for him to start. He's gonna be an average QB in the future. He can get the job done, but Oakland, they might. I don't know. They got Kevin Boss at tight end. He's good, but they lost Zach Miller, but they make up for it. But we'll see what's going to go on. But I got Oakland. What do you got?
Yeah, I actually have Denver in this game. I don't really hate Kyle Orton as much as you. I think he's a decent quarterback in this league. He's going to find Brandon Lloyd. I mean, that's another thing. Brandon Lloyd just came out of nowhere last year. I was not expecting that. The reason I don't see Oakland winning this game or winning a lot of games this year is because their offensive line is just absolutely horrible. They have rookies starting at their left tackle position. I mean, that's not going to bode well for Jason Campbell and Darren McFadden. They have a really explosive offense, though. McFadden, Jason Campbell, Jacoby Ford, what's that guy's name? Lewis Murphy, Kevin Boss, but Denver's going to win this game. And like you said, I don't know why it's on Monday Night Football, but yeah. So that's it for the Week 1 of Pick'em. And don't forget to check the description below or the annotation that you see on your screen right now for the game of the week, which is going to be the New Orleans Saints at the Green Bay Packers, the Super Bowl champions. You got anything else to say, Chase?
Nope. Just look out for that video later on, and I'll see you guys later.
See you later, guys. Peace. All right, if you guys made it this far and watched the whole video, then we thank you. You can expect to see these every week. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep doing them. And here's a little graph of our picks if you want to see side by side. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.